In the current curriculum, the PRP or the Parliamentary Rules and Procedure is a subject course that is taken by the second year college on their second semester. And it is essential in conducting meetings, general assemblies, or other session that a parliament could have. Yet, this should not be restricted to the second years up to the seniors, because I believe that the PRP is starting from first year. We have conducted various seminars, workshops, or even basic rules on how to handle a meeting. So, because I firmly believe that learning has no limitation, and it depends on the eagerness of the person to grow and to learn about this parliamentary rules and procedures. So I believe that this should not be restricted, or the first year should not be involved in the meetings that have been conducted.
In general, first year's ability to participate in the General Assemblies, meetings, or sessions of the organization can vary depending on the context and the rules and procedures of the Parliament. First year's ability may be unfamiliar with the proceeding and might have initial limited influence. However, a most democratic and inclusive organization must strive to provide opportunities for all participants to have their voice heard. General assemblies, meetings, or sessions of the organization should have a designated time frames for first years to express their opinions and share their ideas, including open forums, Q&A, and specific agenda items. I believe that inclusivity and goal representation are generally valued in democratic settings, and efforts are often made to ensure that first years can contribute their perspectives and ideas. Thank you.
For me, I would rate 9, because I believe that political system of P-POL truly reflects what P-POL is. What is a brave soul? The parliamentary truly reflects what is the bravery, the virtue, and the excellence of the students. But we cannot deny that organization has these lapses and shortcomings, rather, and also that this is not true only to the people, but also to all organizations. But what makes the P-POL unique is that people, as early as now, they train students, or they practice students on how to be in order, to handle meetings properly, and to give justice to what they do in their own way, to discipline themselves, to have the sense of accountability and responsibility, and also that this is an aid to the students to their future endeavors, and also to become one of the the agents of social transformation.
I would give a solid 9. The parliamentary political system of the people strive for fair representation of all students in their interest. They provided opportunities for their diverse voices to be heard and considered. The Parliament shows transparency and accountability in decision-making through parliamentary rules and procedures, such as debates, voting, and committee work. The Parliament showed students to engage, express their opinions, and contribute to discussions. The Parliament also promotes responsible leadership, where elected representative acts in their best interest and are accountable for their actions. Ultimately, the parliamentary political system of the people is adaptable to changing or circumstances, allowing the inclusion of new issues, concerns of initiatives raised by students. To continue the excellent work of the parliamentary political system of the people, or improve even more, we, the Lakas Party, will create a more diverse workforce, increase social inclusivity, and ensure that all students are always part of the parliamentary success. Thank you.
The official Gazette of the People by the Pagulayan and Salcedo administration should continue, given its immense importance to the members of the parliament and to whom it may concern, since it serves as a comprehensive and reliable source of information, and it also mirrors the transparency of the organization. And while managing such platforms may present challenges, it is also crucial to recognize that it is a responsibility and we should take necessary steps to overcome complexity. And by doing so, we can preserve and enhance the legacy of the official Gazette and to contribute a more informed and engaged society.
Yes, by continuing the legacy of our administration, we can establish a moral and foundation of the previous administration. They provide learnings and knowledge for the political science student members to provide established politics and foundation of our organization. It gives a sustainable and aspects to our students because in the previous administration, they have accomplished their goals. So in our present status quo, we should give them a role and guiding principles of the organization.
These different social media platforms of the people is established with the aim of expanding its population rather than solely focusing on its popularity. I also have these different accounts on the different social media platforms that were mentioned, and to effectively manage these accounts and to increase the likes and the followers, I would actively engage with the audience by sharing and commenting on each post, encouraging interaction and fostering a sense of community. And I do believe that this would influence and encourage my colleagues to do the same, amplifying people's presence in social media. By adopting this approach, we could reach a wider audience and we could contribute in the growth of the people's population.
I'll manage it by creating a content that would be suffice and entertain the others by providing ideas and aspiration to motivate their life, including some posts of philosophical views of how to strive harder and the progress of polls and questioning about the students or the audience to entertain them and build the engagement on them through social media.
As a candidate for Chief Economic Minister, I would not advise the Prime Minister to use website or third-party websites such as GoDaddy, Wix, and Namecheap due to the following reasons. First, the parliamentarians are not familiar with this website, how they can engage and use this website. Second, those platforms and websites must be paid for. So there will be increasing of fees. I don't think that the parliament members will make a wise investment with this website. Third, we must be a user-friendly and cost-free website. The website that the parliament organizations uses right now, such as the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, are more accessible and flexible to all the students.
Yes, I will advise it to the Prime Minister. Not only it will help the organization to disseminate information effectively, efficiently, and easily, but it also means that the organization will be more transparent and more, visible to the social media, to the website, and it is a advantageous and it can contribute a lot in the organization. And all the members will also have a more accessible and more comfortable a way of communication, or a way of having information in the organization, and the flow in the organization, or the communication flow in the organization will be more smooth and will be easy.
If the social media accounts of the P-POL experience a significant likes and followers, resulting in additional funds being generated, must utilize this fund to meet the interests of the school organization and its members, like organize events and activities. Use the funds to plan and execute various events and activities that cater the interests and needs of the members of the Parliament. This could include workshops, seminars, guest lectures, and competitions among the members of the Parliament.
So I will prioritize the essential services or programs that will directly benefit the members, because the interest of the members is very vital and very important in the organization. With their interest, or if they have more interest in the organization, they will be more participative and active in the organization's programs or activities, and it is a good thing in the organization. And lastly, if I am given a chance, or if I am given a chance to be a chief economic minister, I will use my analytical skills and problem solving skills to solve these kind of problems, or to have a solutions if these issues were arise.
The legal system of the people is founded on the principles of justice, fairness, and impartiality. If I would be given a chance to be the people's chief jurist, I will take the responsibility of upholding the trust of all the members of this organization in the legal system by maintaining the transparency at all times. All legal proceedings and decisions shall be made public and accessible to everyone, to ensure that there is no room for doubt and suspicion for the legal system or the fairness in the legal system of the people.
I do think that strategies are somehow or somewhat useless in being a chief jurist, since trust is earned and it is hard to build it, and it is easy to destroy. So as a chief jurist, you must hold accountable. You must hold accountable. You have a high sense of justice. You must ensure everyone's fairness or equality, so that the people or the members of the people itself will not somehow degrade itself and degrade themselves because of the unfairness of the chief jurist. Overall, the chief jurist must be impartial, vigilant, and the most important of all must be uphold the equality and fairness.
Everyone is entitled to hold for personal opinions. However, as Judicial Assembly is entrusted with the responsibility of upholding the law and ensuring justice for all, it is their responsibility to always prioritize their duty to uphold the rule of law above all, to ensure that justice is served fairly and equitably for all individuals under their jurisdiction.
I do think that the Judicial Assembly is it is a place in which many people gather to share various opinions, different perspectives, and reasons to discuss a certain topic Right. The Judicial Assembly itself helps the people or the members of the people, to decide what to do and what must not do, what is to be upheld and what is to be continued on. The Judicial Assembly is the arena in which many people talk, argues, communicate, and somehow they can meet and halfway to discuss and agree something similar. And overall, the Judicial Assembly itself is the place in which healthy communication occurs.